Well, you're not supposed to ever be sick. Never. The body is a miraculous machine that has been created to take care of itself and heal itself if we don't interfere. That you make yourself sick. And if the mind is powerful enough to make yourself sick, it's also powerful enough to heal you. First, we got to find out why. Why did you do this to yourself? What were you trying to tell yourself? Every disease is the body talking to you. Now, cancer, most of the cases we have found, is caused by suppressed anger. If the person could just talk about what was bothering them, but they don't. They hold it inside. They always say, I don't have any problems, you're the ones with the problem. And sometimes it goes way back to childhood, but they hold it inside. So after a while, the anger begins to churn around, finally eat away at the organs and creates cancer. As a therapist and a counselor, to get them to talk about it, and we figure out where it comes from. Yeah, but I don't get sick. No, because I know how it works.
Nice.
Once you figure it out, you don't get sick.
Okay.
One thing they told us, the side effect of doing what you love, what you're supposed to be doing, the side effect is perfect health. Well, a common cold would mean you're working too hard. They want you to rest. Oh yeah, because it's amazing. They come from all over the world to my office in this little town in Arkansas. I've trained hundreds and thousands of people all over the world. I've trained many people in England.
Yeah.
And they're having the same fantastic results that I'm having. You can control bleeding. You control a lot of things with hypnosis.
Okay.
But in the method I use, we go right to the source of what it is. Why did you have this? What were you trying to tell yourself? And you made contracts with these people to come into your life so you could work these things out. Why does God always get the blame for everything? God doesn't do it. We do it to ourselves. You create the karma in the first place. God doesn't. In another life, you did things you shouldn't have done with somebody else. It's a law. It goes around, comes around. Then when you're on the spirit side, after you have died, you go over your life and you say, oh, I shouldn't have done that. And then you say, okay, let's go back and do it again. We didn't do a very good job. This time you be the husband, I'll be the wife. You be the mother, I'll be the child.
Oh.
And
right.
you repay it. We judge ourselves, and there's no harsher judge than you yourself. You can't blame it on external forces. And then forgive those that have hurt you, and that's getting rid of the old karma.
That's difficult, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's difficult. None of this is easy. People have said, how can I forgive them? You don't know what they did to me. But who is it harming? Not harming them, it's harming you. Because if you go through the life and have still not worked it out, and I've had people go through 3 or 4 different lifetimes, and same people, same circumstances, when are they going to learn the lesson? When are they going to get it? They haven't got it yet, you got to come back and do it again. But they haven't. This is karma.
Yeah.
And I'll say you have to come back with that same person and do it again if you don't get rid of it now. Well, I don't want to come back with them, and I said you better deal with it now then. You take responsibility for your part in it. Okay. Forgiving them. You don't have to say it to them, just forgive it in your mind.
It's mental to write a letter.
Then it's their karma, it's their problem. It's off of you, that's the main thing. It is, love is the only thing that's real. Okay, they're much more informed than we are. We're at the bottom. We've got a lot to learn. They have got their act together. But I've spent 25 years investigating the UFO and ET phenomena. And yes, we have all had lives in other planets and as ETs. You got to remember, you are not a body, you have a body. This is just a costume, a suit of clothes you're wearing right now to play this part. Other lives, you've had other costumes that look like ETs to play that part. Each life has a lesson. But I've had so many, hundreds and hundreds of these, all kinds of planets, all kinds of circumstances. We're the only one in the universe that has free will. That's the difference. And we're the only one in the universe that forgets when we come in. We forget our connections to God, to the source. They remember. They know what they're doing. That's what you're trying to do now, is to get back and remember. So they say the veil is thinning. We're having the awakening going on right now. That's what this is all about. Things are changing. We're trying to stumble our ways back to remember where we came from and why we are here. because you came back in, you made contracts with people. Let's go back and do this again. You made a plan. This is what I want to do when I come back in. Earth is nothing but a school. You go through the different grades and learn lessons in order to progress onward. But one of the major things with this school on Earth is when you come in, the veil comes down and you forget your plan. You forget your connections. And the ETs say, this is most amazing because they don't forget. They said, you're the only planet that forgets when they come in, have to find their way back. And I asked them one time when we were doing the sessions, why this happens? Wouldn't it be better if we remembered our contracts, if we remembered our plan of what we were supposed to be doing? They said it wouldn't be a test if you knew the answers. They've already done it. They have much easier lives than we do. This is the most challenging planet in the universe. You come here, you come prepared to really learn a lot, and it's very, very difficult. Not everybody chooses to come here. They learn a lot by coming here because it is so challenging. There's so much you have to learn that it's very hard. They said they greatly admire anyone who takes on the Earth's challenge. I've written books on the spirit side and what it's like over there and all the places you go to, what it's like to die and where you go. And the spirit side is beautiful, and you go to the level that your vibration and frequency resonates to. So hopefully when you go back, you'll go a little higher each time. But there's beautiful, wonderful places over there. But say, for instance, you have died of a traumatic death or you've had a very hard life, you don't want to get right back on the wheel of karma again. So then you go to the resting place for as long as it takes. I love my life. I do love my life because I'm doing what I want to do. I have found my passion. I guess you could say I found my calling. My job is to spread knowledge throughout the world, to write more books, to contact more people, to help as many people as I can. And once you find your passion, it becomes all-consuming. But also, once you find your passion and you're on the path doing what you're supposed to do, I don't get sick, I don't hurt, because your body is doing what it's supposed to be doing. And I feel I have many years of this left. I have many more books to write. There's just so much knowledge, and every time I think I've heard it all, I've got it all, I get another piece of information. So I know there's worlds out there that I haven't even explored. So I love my life. I love what I'm doing. I love the traveling and the lecturing and reaching people. I wish everyone could find their calling and what they really want to do. It's so important. You find what you want to do. You're glad to get up in the morning and go and do it. Too many people are miserable because they're caught in something they don't want to be in. But I think I have found what I'm supposed to do. It's not what I would have expected I would have done back when I was raising a family and everything. But your life goes in the direction it's supposed to if you follow it and go with it. Well, for others to love their life, you have to first find your passion. Find the thing that you really want to do more than anything. I have clients that come to see me who say they hate their job so much they want to commit suicide. No job is worth that. They feel trapped. I said, you can always find another job. They said they feel trapped in what they're doing. They can't get out of it. There's always a way. A lot of them say, well, they don't do it consciously, but they'll say, well, I can always have a heart attack. That'll give me a good excuse to get out of my job. I can't go to work if I'm sick. But see, people put themselves in these positions, these situations, to where they are trapped. You don't have to be that way. You can find your passion. I always ask the client, what is it you really want to do? If you're not happy in your job, if you're not happy with your life, what do you really want to do? And they'll talk about it, but they say, I can't do that. There's no money in it. There's no future in it. Everybody thinks I'm crazy if I want to quit my job and take up painting. Or if I want to quit my job and be a healer and there's no money in it, they have to stay in the rat race. But are you going to listen what everybody else says? Or are you going to listen to your heart? Because otherwise you are going to stay sick, you're going to stay miserable. To find what it is you really want to do